Welcome back. All right, 8 games on Sunday, so kind of busy for a Sunday, but we're into mid-December now, so not as worried about competition from the NFL, so we start seeing Sundays get a little busier. All right, so starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we have the Florida Panthers and the Columbus Blue Jackets. So this will be the only game on. I'm hoping it's entertaining. November 6th was a 5-4 overtime win for Florida. The third and final meeting between these teams will be April the 11th. For Florida, they're 16-8-2 overall. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. 18% on the power play, 81% on the penalty kill. Their goal scoring, 3.08 goals per game. They're allowing 2.54 goals against per game. Pretty tidy. Bobrovsky has a 913 save percentage so far this season. Stolar's a 917 save percentage. On the Columbus side, they're 9-15-5 overall. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. So they are above 500 in their last 10 games. 14% on the power play. That needs to come up. The 87% on the penalty kills. Perfect. They're scoring 2.93 goals per game. They're allowing 3.45 goals per game. Now, Greaves a 953 save percentage in the limited time he's played. Martin's had an 892 and Merzlikins a 910 save percentage so far this season. So it could be an entertaining game. Then at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, we've got the New Jersey Devils and the Edmonton Oilers. This is the first of two meetings. They'll meet again on December the 21st. So they're going to meet again a little over a week from now. For the New Jersey Devils, they're 14-10-1 overall. They're 6-4 in their last 10, and they've enjoyed this road trip so far. 34% on the power play, 76% on the penalty kill. They're scoring 3.64 goals per game. They're allowing 3.6 goals against per game. Vanacek, 879 save percentage. Comes up a little bit with the result against Calgary. Schmid, 902 save percentage. I think he'll be your starter. On the Oilers front, they're 11-12-1, and they're 7-3 over their last 10, although every Oiler fan everywhere will be telling their fans, hey, we've won 6 in a row, have you heard? So 3.46 goals and allowed per game, so they've equaled their goals for, goal differential. Their differential is 0. There you go. Easier to say it that way. 27% on the power play, 79% on the penalty kill. Pickard, 891 save percentage. He's made a grand total of 1 appearance. Skinner's brought his save percentage up. It's still at 887, which is kind of below that water line, but still, it has come up. And then we get into 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We have 3 games starting then, starting with Washington and Chicago. Chicago's been hot lately. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Washington on March the 9th. The Caps are 13-8-3 overall. They're 5-4-1 over their last 10. Their power play now clicking at a 9% rate. I mean, they scored against Dallas, so it can work. Penalty kill, 78%. They're scoring 2.42 goals per game. They're allowing 2.88 goals per game. Darcy Kemper, 887 save percentage. Lindgren, 931 save percentage for Lindgren. On the Chicago side, 9-16-1 is their record. Over their last 10 games, they're 4-5-1. They've won 2 in a row. Power play, 11%. So put together, 11% here, 9% here, put together would be 20%. Their penalty kill, 76%. So something's got to give. Neither of their penalty kills look good. Neither do either of their power plays. 2.42 goals scored per game as well by Chicago. The exact same number as the Capitals, but they're allowing 3.42 goals against per game. Mrazek, 912 save percentage. Soderblom, 884 save percentage. I think we'll get Kemper and Soderblom. We'll see. But usually you don't see a goaltender on back-to-back nights. Not the same goalie usually. So there's some teams that'll do it. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Nashville in against Montreal. The Habs, of course, with 3 goalies. We'll see who we get. I would think Montembeault. First of 2 meetings between the Preds and the Habs. They'll meet again on March the 5th in Nashville. The Preds are 14-13 coming off that loss tonight against Toronto. They're 7-3 in their last 10, 21% on the power play, 75% on the penalty kill, 3.11 goals scored per game. They've allowed 3.15 goals per game. 903 save percentage for Lankinen, 904 save percentage for Saros, right around the same. On the Montreal side, they're 12-12-3. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10 games as well. 18% on the power play, 74% on the penalty kill, scoring 2.67 goals per game and allowing 3.44 goals per game. So when Montreal loses, they lose big. When they win, it's a close game. That explains the goal differential. In fact, they're still at 500. Primo, 902 save percentage. Montembeault, 912 save percentage. Allen, 898 save percentage. So Montembeault, the best save percentage of the 3, but Primo had a pretty good night tonight against Buffalo. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start as well between LA and New York. And I figured I'll wear Rangers. Sure. One of these teams has to bounce back. The Rangers should, right? So the first of 2 meetings, they'll meet again in LA on January the 20th. For the LA Kings, they're 16-4-4 overall. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10. 20% on the power play, 89% on the penalty kill, 3.79 goals scored per game. They've allowed 2.25 goals against per game. Copley has an 873 save percentage. That needs to get better. Talbot has a 931 save percentage. That's pretty solid. On the Rangers side, they're 18-6-1. They are 6-4 over their last 10. 29% on the power play, 85% on the penalty kill, scoring 3.24 goals per game and allowing 2.76 goals against per game. Shesterkin, 908 save percentage. That came down a few points based on today's result. Quick, 918 save percentage. Highly likely, I would think he'll start against LA. And that should be fun because I don't think Quick played against LA with Vegas last year. I know he didn't with Columbus because he didn't stay in Columbus. So we'll see what happens with Quick against the Kings tomorrow, and I hope for a spectacular game, especially if it was against Talbot, but Talbot played today, so probably not. But Talbot, of course, played with the Rangers, so if it was Talbot against Quick, that'd be kind of fun. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Winnipeg and the Anaheim Ducks. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 5th and March the 15th. I'm tempted to call this a trap game for Winnipeg. They're coming off that win over Colorado, but I'm not going to do it. The Jets, 15-8-2 overall. They're 7-3 in their last 10. 19% on the power play, 76% on the penalty kill. 3.24 goals scored per game. They're allowing 2.68 goals against per game. Hellebuck's been great, 914 save percentage. Brossoit's been good lately too, 903 save percentage for him. Anaheim 10-16 overall, 1-9 in their last 10 games. 21% on the power play, 80% on the penalty kill. So those numbers are still above 100 put together. 2.62 goals scored per game. They're allowing 3.38 goals against per game. That goals against has been going up. The goals for has been coming down. That's a bad formula. Dostal, 885 save percentage. Gibson, 906 save percentage. It feels like both save percentages have come down too over where they started the season. So we'll see if this ends up being a trap game. It shouldn't be. Winnipeg shouldn't have a problem staying focused because they're still seen as underdogs by many. 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific start between Minnesota and Seattle. So this will be fascinating. Minnesota losing a couple in a row. Seattle's winless, and isn't it like 8 now? I think it's 8. So anyways, first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again February 24th as well as April 18th, which means Seattle's a couple games away from another video. I don't know what I'm going to do if they reach 10 losses in a row. I just did a video on them. But anyways, Minnesota's 9-12-4 overall. They're 4-4-2 in their last 10. They're 4-2 under the new coach. 18% on the power play, the penalty kill 71%, so at least it's not in that 66% range now. 3.08 goals scored per game, allowing 3.44 goals against per game, which again feels like is coming down. Gustafsson, 894 save percentage, Fleury, 886 save percentage. On the Seattle side of things, 8-13-7 after the overtime loss tonight against Tampa Bay. They're 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. Their power play 21%, their penalty kill 76%. Decord, they're scoring 2.61 goals per game. They're allowing 3.39 goals against per game. I can't be skipping ahead of what I wrote on the board. Decord, 894 save percentage. Grubauer, 884 save percentage. Grubauer clearly was hurt in that game tonight, so he didn't finish the game. I would think Decord starts tomorrow. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, San Jose and Vegas start things up. So this game's going to have my undivided attention. I hope it's not as lopsided as it might be. Vegas has won both meetings so far this year. October 12th, it was a 4-1 win. And on November 10th, it was a 5-0 win. And Vegas has basically handed San Jose their lunch now for years. There have been exceptions, but not very many. The fourth and final meeting will be on February the 19th. So for San Jose, they're 8-17-2, but they've been better lately. 5-4-1 over their last 10. Their power play 18%. Their penalty kill down to 72%. 2.15 goals scored per game. They're allowing 4.04 goals against per game. So as bad as those numbers are, they're better than they were. Blackwood, 895 save percentage. Kakinen, 897 save percentage. On the Vegas side, they're 18-5-5. They're 5-2-3 in their last 10 games. 22% on the power play, 88% on the penalty kill. So that kill is fantastic. 3.29 goals scored per game and allowing 2.29 goals against per game. Thompson, 919 save percentage, and Aiden Hill, 935 save percentage for Hill. However, Hill's been hurt, so my guess is Patera gets this start against the San Jose Sharks. Yuri Patera hasn't played yet this year, but he got into some starts last year, so he shouldn't be nervous. And again, it's San Jose, so if anybody's nervous, it might be Vegas fans that it kind of looks like a trap game, but I don't have a trap magnet on the board. I really wanted to have one here, though. We'll see how it works out tomorrow. Let me know your picks in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.